Hi guys, hope you're all okay. It's Chantel, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do the second video in my little Halloween series, and this is all about trick or treat sweet fragrances. So maybe it could be sweets that you get trick or treating as a kid, and these are fragrances that really remind us of those sweets. So let's get straight into it. So the first fragrance I want to speak about that really reminds us of sweets is Insolence Eau de Toilette, and this is by Guerlain. Now this just smells exactly like the little Parma Violet sweets you can get, and I used to eat them loads when I was a kid, and I still like them now, and my kids love them. So this is really reminiscent of those sweets. It's a stunning powdery violet fragrance. It's beautiful, very sweet, and also I find it super comforting, and I love how it reminds us of Parma Violet sweets because I've got lots of memories with those sweets. It's very candy like and just a beautiful fragrance. When I spray this, I just get like a beautiful sweet cloud around us, and it just makes us feel so happy, and I love this fragrance so much. So yeah, Insolence really reminds us of Parma Violet sweets. The next fragrance is Montale's Chocolate Greedy. Now this smells to me like beautiful chocolate, but also it's got like a lovely orange smell to it, and it smells a lot like, you know, the Terry's chocolate orange. It smells pretty much identical to that. I get that vibe a lot from this fragrance. My son, he's done videos on my channel before with us. I'll link them all down below because they're quite fun to watch, and he adores this fragrance. It's one of his absolute favourites, and he always says that it smells like Terry's chocolate orange, and it really does. So yeah, Montale's Chocolate Greedy, very similar to a Terry's chocolate orange. So if you're really wanting a lovely chocolate fragrance that's comforting and just makes you smell totally edible, this is the one to go for. The next fragrance really reminds me of like candy floss, and I know you wouldn't typically get candy floss in your trick-or-treat basket, but we eat quite a bit of candy floss at this time of year. It just really reminds us of like Halloween and bonfire night as well. So yeah, I had to put this one in the video, and it's Aquolina's Pink Sugar, and it's just a really fluffy, sugary, sweet, girly fragrance, a little bit like burnt sugar. I always say it reminds me of like fairs with all your candy floss and your toffee apples and like sugar dummies and things like that. So this one is an amazing trick or treat fragrance that smells delicious and just like a beautiful sweet treat. I really like this one, and you know what, it projects amazingly for being such an affordable fragrance, and it's also a EDT. It just projects so well, and it lasts absolutely forever on my skin when I wear it. I really like this one, and I think it's perfect for this time of year. So yeah, Aqualina's Pink Sugar. The next fragrance that smells like sweets or candy is Jessica Simpson's Fancy. Now, I just adore this bottle. I think it's super stunning. It's beautiful. But the fragrance is even nicer than the bottle. And this one just reminds me of like a caramel sweet. Yeah, it's like a beautiful, gooey, runny caramel fragrance. It's stunning, it's super sweet, it's very, very likeable. I don't think many people would take a dislike to this because it's just beautiful, real gorgeous fragrance. I heard about this from Frances over on the channel Happiness Sparkles. I'll link her channel down below. Check her out, she's amazing. She's got some beautiful fragrances. So I got it and I've just been loving it. I've only had it a few weeks, but it's just stunning, and I think it's amazing for like the autumn fall time. I think it's a stunner. The next one is Paco Rabanne Black Excess Lexus. Now this is a beautiful like grape fragrance. It smells very fresh and clean, but I get a real grape vibe from it, and I don't even think there's a grape note in the fragrance, but it smells like, you know, like the grape Jolly Rancher sweets, like the hard-boiled sweets you can get. It smells exactly like them. And it also reminds me, when I was a kid, this will be in like the early 90s, I used to buy like the ice pops, but they were really thick ice pops. I'll try and put a picture up to show you. And there was a grape one, and this smells exactly like that ice pop. And you know what, it's so funny because I used to love them, and we used to go like over to my nana's, and she used to take with the shop for sweets and stuff, and she always used to say, oh, don't get them, they're a load of rubbish. And I loved them, so I always used to sneakily like buy them whenever I wasn't with her and stuff. So yeah, it's quite a funny story, but this really, really reminds me of those ice pops. Let me know below if anyone's ever had those before. I don't know if it was just here in the UK, but they were like a massive thing when I was a little kid, and I loved them, and everyone used to get them. So yeah, Black Excess, Lexus, and this is exactly like grape ice pops. So the last one I want to talk about reminds me of like cookies with hot milk. And I know you would never ever get cookies if you're going trick-or-treating, but at this time of year, me and my kids always have cookies and like warm milk on a night time. So it really reminds me of like the colder months, and especially like around Halloween time. If I ever took them out trick-or-treating, when we come home, I would always give them like cookies and warm milk, and this just smells exactly like that. And it's Chabaud Lait de Biscuit. Now this is exactly what it says. It's just milk and biscuits. It's beautiful, it's so comforting. I only ever wear this around the house like at winter time. I only got it last year, so I've hardly used any of it. But it's just such a cozy fragrance, and it does really remind us of just cold winter nights, sitting in the house all snuggled up, and you're having like your cookies and warm milk before bed, and it just reminds us of like happy times with the kids. So I love this fragrance, and I've never really smelled anything that smells exactly like cookies and milk, but this totally hit the nail on the head, and I love it. And do you know what it also reminds me of? When I was a kid at school, and we used to have like milk time, and we had our milk and biscuits, and it just takes me back to like the classroom. It really does. It's such a beautiful, comforting fragrance that brings a lot of childhood memories, and memories with me with my kids as well. So I really love this fragrance. So that's it. Those are the fragrances that are very sweet. This all smell like sweet treats, or things that you would get in your Halloween trick-or-treat bags. So I loved doing this video. I've still got a few more Halloween videos to come, So if you liked the video, put your thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and click the notification bell and you'll be informed when I put my next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all very soon on the next video. Bye.